may say, like, the benefits of for me as the entrepreneur for what we did, it wasn't just building a better product, but that was part of it. Knowing what features to prioritize, knowing exactly what, the user interface should look like, knowing how to improve the user experience. Like, there's a lot of UX designers out there that are doing user experience, and maybe I shouldn't go like this. They're great, smart people. But like, for me, like, user experience, it's like the person that understands the most about how the user interacts with the product is the user experience expert. So I couldn't have done a better job at that than saying, here, you take the pen, go to that board and draw it. And that's exactly what we did in running through scenarios. So
if I remember correctly, you were kind of surprised that the thing that we wanted, and when I say we, it was me, but I was kind of collecting the criticisms from all my colleagues. But the thing that we wanted was essentially a PDF that, low tech, really simple, even though there are, better, more sophisticated user interfaces that are available. But what we wanted was what we were accustomed to, which is something you would never know unless you came to talk to us, because it was the way our minds are set. We did it in school, we did it in the workplace up until that point, and it was just the way we were, our setting, and it was just too difficult to change to another way of receiving the information. So, and I remember when I said that, when I told you that, hey, just grab some PDFs and put them down here. You're like, really? Like, that's pretty, but when I explained it to you, it seemed to make total sense.
Yeah. And then we found ways to, to build time saving into it. We made a PDF interactive. We added in a few cool features. We made sure to do it in such a way that would save time ultimately. And it ended up being lower tech than what we started with. You're totally right. And we knew how to build it. We knew what to prioritize. Also, when I went to all my meetings afterwards to find, to find advisors, to find customers, to find advocates in the province, because one of the main things is we were just trying to get more adoption in Manitoba, to build a good case study to go and get customer number 2. That was a lot of it. Let's just build this up. So I had to meet with a lot of people, and being able to show them not only that I understand, but like with very specific examples that show we know how to solve this, we know how to make things more efficient, working with you, understanding a champion user to the level I did, made it easier to build pitch decks. It made it easier to talk about it. It made it easier to develop marketing materials. It made it easier to attract other people to the project. There was just numerous benefits to really knowing beyond pen and paper by actually watching you do it. Everybody started to notice, like when I would get into conversations, people knew that I was just smarter on the topic, and that made a big difference. So, I owe that all to you. And again, all those pizzas and burritos I teased you.
Well, I don't think you owe it to me, man. It's you made the effort to build these relationships. Like you've been saying, it's one thing to go and ask a stranger or hire someone to advise you. But when you can build a relationship with someone and have that trust and have that openness, and to be able to, shoot down bad ideas and, re-explain things and get onto different levels together. That was kind of the thing that kind of built us both up. Because I know I learned as much from you as you probably did from me.
Yeah, we both had a blast doing it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Being able to, like, the fact that you became my friend, the fact that we put relationship first, meant that also when I was doing things or preparing for a presentation, it was amazing just for me to be able to text you or call you and be like, hey, is this the right way to say something? So again, from being outside the industry, that was extremely helpful. I'd be scrambling to get into a meeting, and I could just show you a slide in my pitch deck and be like, does this make sense? Is this going to pass the bullshit test? You know, and you'd be able to give some quick advice, some quick edits. So being able to have someone in your corner like that is invaluable.